Creativity, innovation, a space for open and ambitious minds, and a forward-looking approach can be recognized when seeing Frank Gehry's famous building. These and more features are essential with regard to the current challenges UTS faces. Challenges like, what if the Australian government cuts your educational funds? Or what are the expectations of the future workforce? And how are your major competitors like Macquarie preparing for the future? These and more challenges you have to tackle, more precisely, you are going to tackle with your strategy UTS 2027. Dear senior executives and strategy team, my name is Sonam. I'm an exchange student from Switzerland, and today it is my great pleasure to present you my key findings of my stakeholder analysis. As we passed already the introduction, let's dive deeper into the presentation with a brief overview of the analyzed theme, followed by my key findings. To finish, I will discuss these key findings and their implications for your university. Initial review of the theme concluded that it can be divided into three sub-projects. Customer experience, a shift from a product to a customer-oriented framework. Lifetime of learning, long-term contracts with your students to help them to succeed in work as well as in life. Differentiators, unique selling propositions such as AI and further relevant topics woven into all postgrad courses. Based on this review, my stakeholder analysis revealed the following key findings. First of all, UTS has 11 major stakeholders, whereas the green ones are internal, blue external, and gray belong to both sides. However, in this presentation, I'm going to focus on the most important ones. In example, postgraduates, your academic and non-academic staff, regulators, and associations. According to analysis, they have to be regularly and individually assessed for every project, since their relative power is subject to change over time. Furthermore, the complexity of your strategy reinforces the fact that it is essential to engage differently with your stakeholders. An example are the relative powers of UTS's stakeholders in the sub-projects, customer experience, and differentiators. Although part of the same superordinate theme, postgrads and your staff are key players in the former, whereas in the latter, associations such as the Association of Commonwealth Universities are highly important, and only your staff is a key player. Secondly, the competition is generally very strong when it comes to higher education. Sydney alone has more than 3 top-ranked universities. Therefore, it is essential to differentiate yourself from your competitors and to develop unique selling propositions. In addition to this, the landscape of competition is changing. New players such as the Global Council of Corporate Universities are entering the market. For UTS, technology can be a decisive factor. Imagine all middle and large universities as big oil tankers. By using advanced technology, you are able to become more like a speedboat and therefore are able to easily adopt new trends and to generate a leading edge. This results in your university becoming the preferred choice for prospective students and scholars. Lastly, and most importantly, my analysis revealed that key players and showstoppers don't vary greatly within all 3 sub-projects. Current and future postgrads, as well as your academic and non-academic staff, are your main key players. This results from the nature of the ideas themselves, as all sub-projects rely on skilled staff and on active participation of postgraduates. Showstoppers are mainly the Australian government and certain accrediting agencies. Since government funds account for almost 50% of UTS's revenue, a change in their educational policy would have a great impact on your strategy. Furthermore, a lot of ideas within this theme aim to build new courses. Therefore, these agencies are essential to ensure that your courses are valuable to domestic as well as international students. These are only a few examples which clearly demonstrate that UTS has to prioritize these stakeholders. UTS 2027 stands for facing 4 major challenges covering 6 areas of focus and engaging with 11 stakeholders. This complexity and long-term focus clearly indicate that UTS has to allocate resources and prioritize certain themes and ideas. Therefore, the analysis recommends to further narrow down and develop the ideas of the 3 sub-projects. By doing so, UTS assesses its stakeholders even more precisely, avoids missing out on crucial shifts of potentials, and develops comprehensive strategies to engage with its major stakeholders. Consequently, you're going to reduce complexity, increase feasibility, and eventually ensure a successful implementation. Then, as Attila Brank said, the secret to any successful strategy is implementation. You can have the best strategy in the world, but if you don't or can't implement it, it will fail. Thank you for your attention.